Thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope everyone's day is great. There are mainly three reasons why I'm making this video. Number one is Ermes and we talk many times over social media, over WhatsApp, over messages, calls, voice notes. So I think if he was noticing since a long time something wrong with the way I was talking about certain arm wrestlers, then as a friend, I would have been really appreciative if he corrected me then and there. Maybe it was not a pattern in his mind. Maybe it was a one-time thing. That's why he ignored. But the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time before making a video, at least once he could have told me that this is going wrong. Maybe you don't realize it. Maybe you do. This is something that you should have corrected. So he made a video, so only a video response makes more sense. Initially, I was not thinking of it. So the second reason is people were telling me that if you don't speak up, then some or most of the people will think that you have kind of accepted, like I want to use the words, all of the charges against you. You plead guilty if you don't make a video. And I created a poll on YouTube. About 67% people voted that yes, I should make a response video. So here I am. So let's start with what Ermes said.
This video is for Armwrestling news.
Phone almost fell.
Another channels.
And other channels.
I showed them the video about Armwrestling news. He made a video for Vitality, and really I love this channel because.
Thank you, Ermes. I love you too. You already know that. I'm a big fan. I'm still a big fan, and I will be a big fan.
They support us, everybody, for our sport, to do a very good promotion, to grow up our sport.
Not many people appreciate our efforts for promoting an event just because we are also making a money from it. It doesn't mean if we are making some money from it, it doesn't mean that we are not helping promote the event. Thank you, Ermes, for recognizing this thing.
But sometimes
Beautiful way to start the video, but sometimes I heard someone say, and I also thought about it many times, that whenever somebody praises you and then he uses the word but, then you should always think that whatever is said after the but, that's the main thing. It was just a starter to kind of ease you down, whatever was said before the but.
they did a mistake.
Okay.
And now I talk about Armwrestling news because every time his communication is not very respectful for.
So this language is kind of confusing. Every time my communication is not respectful. So does it mean that it's respectful but not every time it's respectful? Or does he want to say that it is not respectful every single time? Like always it is disrespectful. I'm kind of confusing. For my own sake, I'm assuming that it is the first one, that not every time his communication is respectful.
For the athletes. Like when he lost Devon, he trained.
Who lost Devon? Devon lost to Gennady. I think that's what he was saying. I never lost to Devon, ever. Not that I remember of.
Is not good. When I lost to.
Bro, when did Ermes, my man, when did I say Devon's training is not good? Show me that clip. Show me that clip. In one video, I quoted Engin Terzi saying that his inside training was not sufficient enough. And I said, I do agree with what Engin is saying. And clearly that was not enough to beat Gennady. I never said that Devon's training is not good.
I lost me. The training is not good. My wrist is too weak.
I did not say your training is not good. Your wrist is too weak. I did not say that either. Your wrist was weaker compared to Devon. Yes, of course I did say that. Devon also said that. So why not call out Devon for the same thing? Now, Ermes and many others may say that, well, Devon is trained. He knows what he's talking about, but I don't. Then it's like we both said the same thing eventually. It's like saying you're asking me what does 2 plus 2 equal, and I'm saying 4, but I've never studied math ever in my life. And then Devon says, what is 2 plus 2? You asking, he says 4. And I was like, bro, I said the same thing. I also said 4. How am I wrong? And you're like, no, you're not allowed to speak about it because you don't train. You never studied maths. I don't think it matters as long as the outcome is same and the trained athletes and the non-trained
people are saying the same thing. I don't see too much of a difference. Let's listen again.
Training is not good. When I lost me. The training is not good. My wrist too weak.
Training is not good. Wrist too weak. These are the two phrases that I never said. You cannot find them.
Everything is not good.
Everything is not good. Never said that.
Lighting.
Your confidence was not good. You are nervous. That's what I said. And you cannot deny that, Ermes.
He lost, and I saw the video, the last video,
Vitaly.
and his training is not good.
His training is not good. Never said that. Challenge anyone. Watch the 7-minute video. Put it on 2x speed. Don't waste your time. Find it when I said his training is not good.
Style is not good.
His style is not good. Never said that.
Training, when he compete, he don't do good technique.
He don't do good technique. I did say that in some rounds he should have laid down instead of wasting energy, but I don't think I talked about his technique. Maybe that's somewhat close when I said that he shouldn't have went for a flop press because nobody can beat Ermes with a flop press. He has a record of beating everyone when he has taken the wrist, so that's why going for a flop press was. So maybe I can agree with this, that I talked about the training part, although I did not directly say that his training is not good. His technique is not good, but I did say that he made some wrong choices in that match. That was regarding technique. So yeah, that's basically I said that.
In a private life, he don't do too much training.
Hey, that's twisting of words, brother. I said that if Gasparini if Vitaly was a full-time arm wrestler, maybe he could have trained more and maybe he could have gotten even stronger. If that means me saying that his training in private life or whatever is not good, no, I did not say that. If I said if he was a full-time arm wrestler, he could have probably trained more and even harder because he would have more time.
I don't know how he.
Let's listen to all of the things again.
Technique.
Never said.
In a private life, he don't do too much training. I don't know.
Yeah, he don't do too much training because maybe he doesn't get enough time to train. That's what I was trying to say. Like who? John was able to do that. Give me one example of the number one athlete in a strength sport who has a full-time job, who drives truck. Nobody does that. So what's wrong with saying that Vitaly could have been more stronger if he was a full-time arm wrestler? Is that a disrespectful thing to say? I'm not sure how and where I disrespected Vitaly in this video.
How he know what he do in his life, because
he drives a truck in his life. Everybody knows that, Ermes. What are you talking about? He has a YouTube channel and he displays what he does in his life.
Clarity. I don't want to tell now about the private life of Clarity. And really, I don't understand. Clarity is multiple 7-8 time world champion. He did
of course.
How many challenge and many match in this professional wrestling.
Of course.
And Pradeep, Armwrestling News, he never compete and
I don't have to.
It's very disrespectful to talk about some wrestler like this.
No. That is probably the lowest standard conversation argument or lowest IQ argument I hear from arm wrestlers, saying that because you don't compete and you talk about people competing, then it is disrespectful. That's bro, I expected better from you. Like, listen again. He literally said this. Because I don't compete and he's a world champion and I talk about his matches, his technique, then it's disrespectful.
Wrestling News, he never compete and it's very disrespectful to talk about some wrestler like this.
Okay, so how is it disrespectful? Then the thousands and millions of comments posted by fans, every single video that he did this wrong, he should have done this, made this mistake, he's not strong enough, his riser is not strong enough, all of those are disrespectful comments. Some people are telling me that how can you say that when you don't arm wrestle, how can you talk about that? And I'm like, are you crazy? You don't have a YouTube channel, to those people who comment under the videos, so how can you comment about a YouTube video? Isn't that crazy? You're commenting under a YouTube video that the video is not good. You said these wrong things. You're telling that to a YouTuber while you're not a YouTuber yourself. And you're saying that you cannot talk because you're not an arm wrestler yourself. This is something that the people at the higher position, they always want to dominate, they always want to have power. They know that people like them are only like 5, 6, 10 in the world, and wouldn't it be awesome if nobody else had the power to say anything about us? Like, wouldn't you feel powerful if you were put into that position where nobody can criticize you unless they are at your level, while you know that 99.9999% of the world can never be at your level? I think it's kind of a evil thought to have. It's like, why Hermes? Why do you vote if you vote for a, like, forget about Hermes in this topic, like Americans? Why would you vote for Donald Trump's party if you want him to win? How can you vote? You have never been a president yourself. So how can you judge, evaluate, or analyze a president's performance from the past and make a decision that yes, he should be selected again? Clearly, you have never been a president, not even close. You've never been in an election. At least I've competed a couple of times, 3 times. So that's kind of the most nonsensical argument that you're ever going to hear from these top level arm wrestlers who want to hold power in their hands, saying that just because you're not at our level, you're not allowed to speak. Well, I can say, and I will say, brother, whatever I want to speak, and nobody can control that.
You are not a wrestler. How you can say if his training is not?
How? Just with my mouth. I literally said it even now. That's how I can say that. Because I have a channel, I have a mouth, I can speak. You have an option not to watch. It's as simple as that. You don't need to be an expert at anything. When you go to a doctor, well, I don't like this doctor, I better get my surgery done from that doctor. So do you go to medical college for like 7, 8 years before commenting that about a doctor? Do you say to yourself, since I'm not a doctor, I cannot evaluate his work if he's doing right or not, if he's talented or not? Dumbest argument ever.
Really, it's very disrespectful.
No,
Now
it isn't.
Last time for lighting, last time for me, last time before for Devon,
Never.
and other guys. Every time like this, when someone lose,
Disrespectful to Laletin. I was saying that Vitaly Laletin is too humble. He's too nice of a guy that he was not even moving in the grip while Ermes was clearly moving. How is that disrespectful to Laletin while I'm saying that he's way too respectful? He's such a humble human being. How is that disrespectful if I'm saying he could have gotten even stronger if he was a full-time arm wrestler? How is that disrespectful for me to say that he's probably not on the same level of pancakes, if at all, compared to the other arm wrestlers? How is that disrespectful? I would have been totally fine with it if there weren't 2 things in Ermes Gasparini's video. Number one is that when he said that the same thing about Vitaly, Ermes could have simply said that I did not like the video because I believe that in the eyes of many fans, it will discredit my win. They will think that Vitaly lost because of this, not because of Ermes Gasparini is strong. Although I did say in my first point why Vitaly lost is Ermes is way too strong. He's way too smart of an arm wrestler. That's why Vitaly lost. But since you may have that insecurity saying that, yeah, people are going to think that Vitaly lost because of these excuses, not because of my strength and my preparation, discrediting my win, please don't say that. I would have understood. But why are you putting that on Vitaly Laletin? I disrespected Vitaly. No, I didn't. My videos have Russian subtitles. He can understand. He can watch the videos. He can read it. And he can make a decision for himself. It's a 21st century disease. Getting offended on someone else's behalf, that's a very new disease that everyone needs to treat as soon as possible. I don't think Ermes has that disease. I know that it's about himself, but he's kind of putting it on Vitaly so that it doesn't look kind of selfish that I'm getting mad because my win was discredited.
everything is not good. Everything is bad. Everything is training, mastering technique. Everything not good. I don't understand that this every time is like this. Really, I think Laritin he do a mastering from 15 years old. I think he know how he can train me.
Of course he knows.
The technique to use on the table, or when it's time to change the technique on the table, and every other things.
Not always. When 2 players are playing chess who are way above your level, and sometimes if you have ever observed a chess game, those people do not see their mistakes, and you standing on the side, it becomes way more easier to notice the mistakes that those players may be doing. Not the correct move probably, but the mistakes are very easy to spot.
I don't know, really. I repeat, this communication is not good. You need to change this communication. Really is very disrespectful for our.
No. So, first of all, it's clearly not disrespectful. How am I even supposed to defend myself when Ermes said 4 things which I said about Vitaly? And apparently, I got shocked. I was like, man, am I such a bad guy? Am I such a disrespectful guy? How can I say these things about Vitaly Lalitin? And I went back to watch my video, and surprisingly, I said none of them. Absolutely zero, nothing, nada. I didn't say any of them. I'm not sure why Ermes is saying that I said. Clearly, all of the words that he used, I said about Vitaly. All of them are made up. I never said, literally never said any of them. So how can I even defend myself about those words which I never really said? And that's why people are getting mad in my comments, and because they probably didn't even watch the video. They just assume that yes, if Ermes said that, then that he must have said that. Let's go trash him in the comment section, when in fact I never said those things. That's kind of my job is to just watch videos and remember what they had said, so that I can report it in a video. Still, I need to watch videos twice while writing notes. Hermes just probably watched the video once and immediately he recorded this video. Clearly didn't remember correctly what I said.
Artists like us, really. This is what I wanted to say about this, because really it's better to change this communication.
I don't think so.
Stay strong.
So no, for Hermes, the most important thing in his entire life as of now may be becoming the #1 arm wrestler in the world. For me, the most important thing is to be able to speak whatever I want to speak, without the fear of offending someone, without the fear of making someone's feelings hurt, without the fear of somebody attacking me. For me, speaking what I want to speak is the most important thing ever in my life, and I can sacrifice anything for that. If 10 out of 10 times 2 people get offended, then I'm willing to take that risk all day long. And what's this thing about disrespect, man? Clearly I didn't disrespect Vitaly, but even if I did, like, if you're strong, do you believe you're kind of born now with a immunity vaccine against disrespect? Disrespect is just a word. One word can be the most respectful thing about one arm wrestler, and the same words can hurt the arm wrestler like nothing. So disrespect is not something that is universal. It is different for everyone, and the definition of disrespect is getting diluted every single year, and I cannot keep up with that pace. In one video I was saying a bold prediction, that's all. That's what it was, a bold prediction. John Brzezinski can either cut weight to 95 kilos or he can beat Sasho. He cannot do both. If he's able to cut to 95, Sasho is going to beat him. And people were like, how can you disrespect the GOAT so much? And I was like, if making a prediction is disrespecting, then I cannot keep up with these standards. Then that's why I keep on saying that people are probably gonna have to buy some helmets or get used to of getting offended and disrespected by me, because it is going to continue. Because predictions, even in this world, even predictions have started being disrespectful. Guess what? I'm going to disrespect a lot of people even in the future. And respect is something that is kind of a privilege. It's not your right. You cannot say, when was the last time anyone heard me saying that you should respect me or you should never disrespect me? No, disrespect me as much as you want. It's your right. It's not my right to be respected. It's your right to say whatever you want. It's a privilege if I get respect from you, but you cannot demand it as a right. I didn't disrespect anyone, but even if I did, so what? So what? If you're strong, if you've won championships, you're immune to disrespect? Like, who gave you that qualification? That's kind of weird. Another weird way to try to control what others can say. And saying this communication needs to stop, my friend. We can still talk. I asked you if you want to have this discussion with me. You clearly said no. This discussion is not interesting. You don't want that to carry that discussion, but you clearly did. That's why you made a video about it. So no, I did not disrespect anyone. The 4 or 5 things that Ermes said, I said disrespectful towards the athletes, especially towards Vitaly. Those were those disrespectful? Yes, they were, but I never said those words. That's the thing. Watch the video, Ermes. Watch the video, Armwrestling fans. And I got 0 comments under that video saying it was disrespectful out of hundreds of comments until Ermes made a video about it. So how can nobody notice the disrespect in the video until Ermes told them to notice that? There are people who are saying that we watched the video, we couldn't find the disrespect in this video. Like, was Ermes referring to any other video? So those are people who have their lenses open, their filters open to find disrespect, to catch it on their radar, and still they cannot find it. It means there was no disrespect in that video. Watch it again, pinpoint the timestamps. Where did I disrespect? I never used the words that Ermes was saying, and even if I did, nobody is immune to disrespect. Disrespect me as much as you want. It cannot be claimed as a matter of right. It's a privilege, and there is more disrespect if you try to control someone's freedom of speech than me saying. Actually, let me recite the words. I was about to end the videos. I still have that note prepared, that entire note that I made about Vitaly. Maybe you can take a screenshot. Maybe you can take a screenshot and see. That's the kind of notes I have. So first one, Ermes was stronger and the better arm wrestler. Is that disrespect to Vitaly or is that disrespect to Ermes? No, it isn't. Not fighting for the grip. Vitaly was clearly not fighting. Ermes, you were calling out Devon Lett for moving in the grip, and you were moving probably more than him against Vitaly Lalet, and Vitaly was not moving. I said Vitaly is way too humble. He doesn't move in the referee's grip unlike others. Is that disrespect to Vitaly? Maybe you felt disrespected by that. That's why you made that video. Whenever you are in this position, you don't let go. Okay, whenever he was holding on and he realized he cannot pin Ermes, he just pushed it down. Maybe he could have hurt Ermes Gasparini's hand more if he held on to it. Fighting in a losing battle. Second round, fourth round, go back, watch it. Send that clip to Engin Terzi, send that clip to Devon. Ask them if Vitaly would have been better off if he laid down in those rounds, and they'll say yes, for sure, they'll say yes. Weaker riser compared to Ermes. Vitaly started like this, not like this, but Ermes Gasparini was like this after the start because of a strong riser. Vitaly was like this. I said Vitaly's riser is weak, of course, compared to Ermes. What's wrong with that? That's just the truth. Not a full-time arm wrestler. He could have been stronger. Is that a disrespect? I think it's praising someone. Not enough pancakes, maybe. Just an assumption. Is that disrespect? Or maybe Ermes, you felt that I'm saying that you are on more pancakes than Vitaly. That could have been disrespectful. So these are the things, guys. Once again, the only thing I encourage you to watch those, listen to those 4-5 words that I said. Not good training and whatever. I even forgot those words. Listen to those words and try to scan those words in my video. You'll never find them. Thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe. And Ermes, my friend, opportunity is even open now. We can still discuss it publicly. Thanks. Bye.